Hello guitar teachers and students, welcome back. So today we're continuing on with part 2 of our series on classical guitar improvisation, and today we're taking a look at neighbor tones. Let's get into it. So what is a neighbor tone? So what you're going to do is you're going to start on your melody note, and then you're going to go one note in either direction. For the purposes of this video, we're always going to go down just to keep it clean and concise, and then you go back to the original note. So let's say we're in the key of D, and we start out on this D on the B string right here. What we're going to do is we're going to go down to the C sharp and then back to the D. So altogether that will be. And the thing that I always tell kids is you want to start at your house and then go to your neighbor's house and then go back to your house. And that's kind of how I help them remember it. So staying in the key of D, the first thing I would do to practice this would be to just go through all the notes in a D major chord on the high strings and play neighbor tones on all of them. So in a D major chord, we have the notes D, F sharp, and A. So we're going to start on this A and just do that. Referring back to part 1, we know that if our 1 chord is a D, then our 5 chord is going to be an A7. So an A7 is going to be the notes A, C sharp, E, and G. So we'll do the same thing with that. So once that's comfortable and we're ready to switch back and forth between the D chord and the A7 chord, I'd recommend a time signature like 3/8 or 6/8, something like that. So each grouping of 3 notes is kind of a complete rhythmic figure. And shoot for something about 4 bars long, and you'll end up with something like this. Once that's comfortable, and I know this video is short, but really take your time on each of these steps and make sure that they are indeed comfortable. But a good way to grow is by just starting to play around with some different rhythms. So if we're still in 6/8, we could do a dotted rhythm like, or maybe we want to switch to something like 4/4 and shoot for like a quarter 1/8 rhythm, and that would sound like this. Of course, we can also mix in some of the chord tone only stuff from back in part 1 and end up with something like this. And assuming all that wasn't enough, we haven't even touched the bass voice yet. So I'd very much encourage you to go back and do all these steps with the bass voice and make sure that you're equally comfortable with high notes and low notes. So if you're at this point in the video and you're thinking, man, this is a lot, I really need time to just sit down and work this out on paper. Fear not, there is a link down in the description for some worksheets to help you do just that. The first half of the worksheets are going to look a lot like some of the ones from last time, where you're just given a few keys, the 1 and the 5 chord, a bunch of different time signatures, and a lot of space to really just do your thing. And the other half, which I'd actually recommend doing first, are going to give you an example of something that you could do in a given key and time signature, and then space below to take some of those ideas and kind of make them your own. I know a lot of people really do well with like a template of sorts, and that's really the aim of those. Hopefully this was helpful for you. I had a lot of fun making this video, so hopefully you'll have a lot of fun using it. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment with any feedback you may have, and I'll see you back very soon for part 3. All right, take care.